everyone.
What up, YouTube?
What up, YouTube? How's it going? Hope you're enjoying your Saturday afternoon. And it's not the best weather out here. It's snowing a little bit.
So we thought, because we like going live on YouTube and other sources, other different platforms, and we thought, because we're all about net, no extra time.
Yes.
And we're in the Starbucks lineup. There's about 20-something cars ahead of us. So what better to do than go live on YouTube?
Yeah, so we thought we'd come live and see if anybody is scrolling the net today. And just gonna have a little chat about
we thought we'd do a
real
Q&A.
estate. Yes.
A Starbucks lineup Q&A.
Yeah, so let us know. I see some people joining here. Say hello in the comments. I know you're here, and it's Saturday. We're just again in the parking lot, not doing much right now. We're waiting. There's quite the lineup, so we thought let's go live for a little bit. Say hello to our YouTubers. Enjoy your Starbucks. Hey, Mike. And Chris Cheek. Hey, guys.
We had a conversation. Let me close my window here. We had a conversation with other real estate investors this morning. It was probably about an hour and a half. Great conversation, and we were just going over some of the things where there's a couple of key points, a couple of takeaways that I want to talk about. And one of them was just that obviously during COVID, some people have kind of, retracted, have, gone into their shells, and some others have gone out and just kind of taken action, right? What was the word? Executed. They've executed things. That's right. Execute.
Yeah, and let us know what have you done? Were you able to take any action this year? Have you been highly affected? What's your situation? It's getting to that point where we're almost at the end of the year. Oh my goodness, and we're already thinking about the new year as well. I was just about booking strategy call session. Loved your Thursday session. Hey, that's
nice.
awesome. There
Thursday
we go.
was the webinar. Yes.
Yeah,
that's where we discussed creative financing. And there's something I don't think we showed that.
That's a sign of the universe right there. You're about to book it, and here we are popping live. I liked it. Nice. Awesome. Well, thanks, guys.
Question. What was I let me know what you guys order at Starbucks. I'll get you one. But what was I going to say?
Question. Okay, so a couple of days ago, I'm in the drive-thru. I order gift cards for the girls because they love that. Hopefully, they're not going to watch this video. And I also ordered coffee and all that. And all of a sudden, the lady tells me at the window, somebody in front of you just
A gentleman in front
of you just paid the order. So I was like, wow. And I'm like, did he realize that I had 2 gift cards on there?
It came to like $50 or $60.
Yeah,
right?
it was $60 something.
$60 coffee.
Yes. And she said yes, but he was okay with it. I'm like, oh, okay. So of course I passed it on to the next vehicle. But I got to work and I told Dave, I'm like, well, somebody bought me coffee today.
So it's funny because I'm like, okay, and obviously that's awesome. But I'm like, okay, Mel, you love this because someone thought, oh, Mel's hot. I'm going to buy her coffee. So I was like, whatever. Hey, if someone thinks you're good looking, buys you coffee. So about 4 hours later, I get a call from, I don't know if he wants me to tell the story. Yeah, no, I'll tell the story. It's Carlo from Rona here in North Bay. We buy 90% of our supplies there. Good guy. And he calls me. He says, Big Dave, I just want to let you know I bought coffee for your wife earlier. I was in the drive-thru. Anyway, so I was very happy to burst Mel's bubble.
Well, I was still very honored that he did that because I was so kind of him. So I was still very happy. Dave thinks he bursted my bubble, which he didn't. But
I'm like, what scenario did you like more? Did you like it more when Carlo, the owner of Rona, bought you the coffee, or when someone thought you were hot and bought you coffee?
I just like the fact that somebody did a very kind
Comment
gesture.
below. I know which scenario she liked more.
Oh my goodness. And I see some comments here. It's a little hard here. Let me see if I can see. They kind of pop up and then they disappear.
Yeah, they disappear.
Top chat or live chat. Oh, there we go.
There they go.
All right. So I see a comment. We're going to look at a triplex today. Numbers look okay, not great, but a possibility. Awesome. That's Mike. And I'm not sure if it's Mike, and I won't say the last name because it's not on there, but I don't know if it's Mike. Is it Mike from our Action Family Mentoring program?
Let's do a Starbucks lineup deal analyzation. Mike, triplex, what is the asking price? So let us know what the asking price is.
If you want, he may not want to disclose, but don't tell us
like
yet.
You never have to do anything.
And don't tell us what city it's from if you're afraid somebody's gonna snag it, because I know I wouldn't want to If I'm looking at a deal, I wouldn't want to disclose it till it's done.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have to give the area.
Dave, Joshua will take 1 cream, 1 sugar, please.
Okay, Joshua, I'll make sure to order that.
It might be. I'm
If
not
you
sure
guys
where
are
you're
still with
located.
me when I order, you'll see I used to not have the Starbucks lingo. I have amazing Starbucks lingo now.
Oh yes.
Wait till you see it.
Yes.
Anyway,
He got really good because
Mike, what's the price? Yes.
385. So it is Mike. Hey,
Okay,
Mike.
$385 for a triplex. Mike, what is the what's the monthly rent?
He already knows what you're
What is
gonna
it?
ask.
35.
35.
And what were they asking? 385?
Yes.
Okay, so 350 would have been the 1% rule. What is the
Okay, well let's define that.
Okay, 1% rule.
Yes. What's
1% rule is, well, exactly that. Mike said it's $3,500 a month in gross rent. So if you do 1% of the asking price, it's supposed to equate to the same as the rent. So the rent is $3,500, the asking price is $385. So it's not exactly the 1% rule, but Mike knows this already. We typically dip down to 0.75%. Yearly utilities. Mike, what is the net operating income on that building? So I want to do a quick
There you
analyzation.
go. Who knew that we would be doing this today? We just kind of decided on the spot. We're like, the lineup's quite long, and he's like, we're gonna be here for 10-15 minutes. I said, I want my lattes. I go, let's go live and what is it? No extra time, right?
It's no extra time, net.
Yes, net. Only 4 parking spots.
4 parking spots. And what's the NOI, Mike? Did he say it already, Mel?
Not yet. I'm gonna focus on you because my arm's it's my little workout here.
And net operating income. Just remember, net operating income is is all the rent minus all the expenses, not including debt. So the net operating income is if you purchase the asset cash, no mortgage, no debt. It doesn't get included in the net operating income. So I'm curious to see what the NOI, and I'll just show you guys a quick trick on how to analyze that type of stuff.
Yes.
Can I start going? All right.
So let's see what Mike says here. And if you have any other questions, well, we're live about real estate investing, now's the time. We're just about getting ready to place the order. Let's see if Dave gets the order right or not.
Yeah, so, but out of curiosity, anybody else going to see some buildings today? Anybody else crunching some numbers? Anybody else have some REI, real estate investing questions?
Yes, or what are your goals? Is that time of the year? Don't wait till the new year.
Look behind here. Oh, no, you can see. Because beside the Starbucks, there's a cannabis store. I don't know if you can see it.
It was better with the window up.
Let me just put the window up. Cannabis.
Cannabis, yes.
It's the first, a Starbucks and a cannabis store right beside each other.
Yes, you never know.
But yeah, let us know if you guys have some. Oh, I see some things pop up. The comments disappear right away.
They do disappear when we're on our phones. But
About $35K a year. Okay, so that comes up to the exact same thing. So what I would do with a $35,000 net operating income, a quick trick. Again, we're doing quick math. I'm not driving. I'm in the drive-through, but add a 0 to that 35,000. So now that becomes 350,000. Now, so this is for your capitalization rate. So Mike, don't tell me the cap rate yet. Let me do some quick math here. So it's 385. So 150 is 3 plus 80 is 40. So 190 to 200 would be 5% cap rate. So, sorry, I'm just thinking here. If it's 350 to 385, so Mike, I would say it's like a 8.5 to 9% cap rate.
Dave, you're the numbers guy. Yeah.
So let me know, Mike. Is that what the deal is? It's about an 8. It's about an 8 to 9% cap rate or so. So the trick I use there, and hopefully I'm right, otherwise I'm going to look terribly wrong in this.
And it's live, so I can't even edit it. And I'll tease him tremendously afterwards.
But the trick I use there is the asking price is $385. So put that at the 10% of your cap rate. And then whatever the net operating income is, add a 0. And where does that fall relatively close to the 10%? So 5% cap rate would have been $190,000 net operating income, right? You would have had 19,000, then you would have added the 0 for 190. But in this scenario, you're taking the $35,000 net operating income, you're adding a 0, which makes it 350. And how close is that to the 385? So that's a quick way of seeing what the cap rate is on this deal. Mike.
Yes, Leanne is grabbing the computer as the number are in the matrix.
There you
yes,
go.
there you go. He's utilizing, can't speak, I need coffee. He's utilizing the cash flow matrix from our action mentoring program, which is awesome. I see a comment here. Sorry, go ahead, Dave.
No, and I was going to say, and if people are thinking, Dave, what's a cap rate? It's a capitalization rate.
Yes.
And a capitalization rate is, well, if like, let's say, like I just did it in my head because I'm not using my hands, but if I could use my phone, my calculator, I'm driving, so I'm hands-free. And I'm not really driving, I'm in the drive-through here, but the capitalization rate, a quick and dirty way of calculating it, well, I guess not really quick and dirty, but is you take the net operating income. So if anyone else has a calculator out there, take the NOI, so 35,000, and divide it by the asking price. And that'll give you your capitalization rate, your cap rate. And if you're asking what's a cap rate and why is it important, that is real estate investors use that as a as a tool to see, how good the deal is depending on the market. Like in my market, it's between 7 and 10 cap rates is a good deal. Oh, I think Mike answered.
Okay, let's pull up some.
I saw Mike, but I didn't see the.
And I'll get to the other comments here as well in a second. So 8% cap, DCR is 1.2%.
Mel, I'm going to give you a chance to say that I was right with the cap rate.
Oh, I never gonna say that.
But see, guys, that's a quick way of doing it, right?
Wait. My favorite part, at 95% OPM. Mike, Leanne, you guys are rock stars. That's amazing.
Watch, guys. Watch the Starbucks lingo here.
Oh my gosh.
You might not understand what I'm saying.
The girls aren't here, so.
It's going very well. Can I get a venti pike black?
Okay.
And a venti pike with 2 milk.
Is it everything?
I want a latte.
Oh,
He got it
sorry,
wrong.
I made a mistake there. The venti pike black, if you can erase that one and make it a venti latte
Perfect.
With cream.
with cream.
So we got,
I completely messed up my order.
And here he was bragging out how great he is.
That's okay. So we got a venti latte.
Here, let's see what other comments here.
Yeah, with cream, please. Yeah,
Perfect. And then we are doing a venti pike with 2 milk.
please.
Perfect. That's everything?
Yep.
All right. Just getting 983. Let's see for the window.
983. Okay, thanks.
Now, look at that, Mr. I know how to order, yet you...
Hey, I got the.
It was for a latte. I didn't come here. I drink
know.
a lot of coffee as well.
And
but I came here for a latte.
Bottom line, I got the real estate numbers okay. I messed up the order on Starbucks, but I got the real
There
estate
you
numbers
go.
okay.
Okay, I'll give you
$10
that.
for 2 coffees.
For a coffee and a latte. That's why it's more expensive for lattes, Dave.
Doesn't even make sense.
Yes, just
Let's
for
take some
whisking
questions, Mel.
that cream. Okay, so let's take some question. I see a question here from Koshik. Guys, do you have mentees from Vancouver? Yes, we have a lot of our
Because
action.
you booked a call, I thought. I've spoken with you recently.
My biggest
Oh, you're in low battery mode. You have to plug it in.
My biggest scare is the market I'm in, not able to find deals to afford. And honestly,
What market are you in?
BC, Vancouver.
100%, in Vancouver, 100%. It's just a different play, Koshik. Sorry, I kind of butted in there, Mel.
Go right ahead, Dave.
It's a different play. Again, you could buy a condo. Think of this. You can buy something that's not even existent yet. You could buy a pre-built condo and sell it a year or 2 years down the road, whatever it is, and you could probably make tens of thousands of dollars, if not hundreds. Like, there's deals in your market, and you could find a way to finance that 100% with other people's money, right? We do it all the time. Look at Mike. Mike has a 95% finance deal. Like, 5% of your money. I wish I do 100% finance as well, but I mean, like, I wish we only had to put 5% down on deals. And that's kind of what Mike's doing right there. He's got 95% financing from other people. And then,
and who knows, maybe he'll do, I believe you've done some promissory notes at Mike and Leanne.
Can you OPM your coffee, Mike? Yes.
I can when he's not with me. I can get some free coffees from once in a while, but Dave?
So let's reverse the scenario here. Imagine I came into the office and said a girl bought me coffee for $60 worth.
It's not the same.
How is it exactly?
It's just not the same. It's just not.
Anyway, guys,
if there's any ladies on the chat right now, please back me up. It's just not the same. All right, let's see some other questions here. Nolan, I think Action Family as well. I have one, Mel and Dave. It's Nolan from the Action Family. Hello. Triplex asking price. All right, here we go, Dave.
Let's analyze it.
Let's analyze another one.
Let's do it together this time. Now you guys
All
know
right,
how
there
we
we
do it.
go. Let's do it together. So, triplex asking 315,000. So 315,000.
315, so $105 a door.
The monthly rent is 3,050.
So 3,050.
Yes. And
Okay.
sorry, I keep clicking because it keeps disappearing after a few seconds. So please bear with me.
So the 1% rule would say that it's worth 300,000. So $15,000 off. Not too bad. It was pretty close.
And the net operating income is 16,000.3.
Ooh. Sorry. And okay, so right off the hop, that's a 5% cap rate. And how am I getting this? Okay. And I'm saying ooh, and I shouldn't have said that because in my market, a 5% cap rate would not be a good deal. But if you're in Toronto, where it's 2.5% cap rates, that's an amazing deal. So sorry, I should not have said that. It depends where you are. I was saying if I would buy it in my market. Now, the price per door makes sense in my market for that, but the cap rate. So the cap rate, let's take 160,000. Let's take 16,000, add a zero. Now we're at 160,000. And what's 160,000 times 2 is what? 320? Size to size, 320?
Yeah.
So it's almost half. The asking price is 315. So that deal is a 5% cap rate. Who am I right? Who asked the question?
Nolan?
Nolan? Let me know what the cap rate
Yes,
is,
let
Nolan.
us know, Nolan.
But it should be 5.02% cap rate or something like that.
Awesome.
So that's a quick, again, guys, keep throwing them at us and we'll do them together. That way you guys can get used to doing cap rates, again, even when you're in the Starbucks line. Because sometimes I'm talking to realtors and they'll say, okay, Dave, the asking price is this. And I was like, hey, what's the NOI? And they tell me that. I'm like, oh, it's a 7% cap rate. Okay, let's dive in a bit more now. But again, depends on the market. And if you're in Toronto and you got a 5% cap rate, that's or if you're in Vancouver and you got a 5% cap rate, or you're in Miami, or hot markets like that, not just temperature hot, but I mean also real estate hot. Did Nolan answer?
Yes, she did. And it says it's near your ends. Yes, 5%.
There you go. So again, guys, it's not rocket science on how we quickly do the capitalization rate. So it's near our end. Honestly, if it's near our end, let's touch on something else actually, Nolan. If it's near our end, the price per door makes sense. The purchase price seems to make sense. I don't like the net operating income, but that could be due to the fact that maybe the expenses are super high and you're going to be able to buy it and fix that. Or maybe the rents are super low and you'll be able to get them up to market rent. So that deal might, how do I say this? The deal doesn't necessarily look like it makes sense to me initially. And don't take any of my advice. My lawyer would want me to say, don't buy anything on my advice. Do your own due diligence. Do your own research. No, my lawyer.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, disclaimer. Now my lawyer's going to be happy.
Flashing button here.
But yeah, with the zero information I have on this deal, I'd say that it doesn't look like it makes sense on the way in. However, if you could get the rents up and get the expenses low and get that NOI cranked up somewhere around the, get that NOI up to 30,000 or something like that, then that's going to be a home run deal. But again, I don't have any of those numbers in front of me. I have no clue about this deal.
Yes.
What's up, Mel?
Okay.
Should I get my $10 for the 2 coffees?
There we go. There we go.
2,
Kushik. Pull the question here again.
5.
Kushik, Mel and Dave, are you guys having challenge finding rentals or getting rent during COVID times? Honestly, no, we've purchased a lot, Kushik. It's been a great year, and it's been a great year for many of our action takers as well. We found there's a lot of opportunities. People who have been thinking about selling, and let's say, for example, somebody who's 7 years old, they've had the property for 20, 30 years. They have been thinking about selling, but just kind of the idea's been there. All of a sudden now with COVID, they're like, you know what, I'm done. I want to sell my property. So we've purchased a lot. We've purchased personally 119 apartments this year.
119.
119. So a lot of apartments this year.
And how do we do that, Mel?
Using none of our own money, no joint venture partners, so we're the sole owner. So absolutely, we're finding a lot of opportunities. Our action takers have been getting results. I know Mike and Leanne, they've purchased a couple of properties already.
They had 2, and they joined
2.
in June, I think.
Yeah.
They've got 2, 100, or I think it's 100% OPM. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mike.
Yes, yes, you're right, Mike. Lots of expenses due to utilities. So it sounds like Nolan's getting some. Oh, what's the other? You're right, lots of expenses due to utilities being inclusive.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of expenses. $20,000 expenses.
Yeah, especially for a triplex, Nolan, that seems high, like in expenses. So, and again, this is just by doing so many deals, you just get to kind of know numbers, right?
And the other thing as well, it's always looking for the potential as well. We've purchased some properties where the expenses were high, but we also knew that we could absolutely reduce them. So it's also looking at, are you going to be able to reduce the expenses? Are they are they capped forever? Are you able to reduce them or whatnot?
There's $10.
So all of that. So it's a combination of all that. So all right, let's see if there's any other questions here. Let's see if they have my latte right as well or not. Okay, I think so far we're caught up here. Oh, here we go, guys. Have you done out of province country deals without physically seeing the property? Well, interestingly enough, although we have been investing here just because our property management company is here, so it's a little bit easier. Thank you. Our property management company is here. Thank you. And so it's just been easier. However, we've purchased property, we had deals under contract when we were actually in Florida on vacation. Yep. So yes, it's absolutely doable. A lot of our mentees, a lot of our action takers for sure are going cross-provincial or from one state to the other. So
awesome.
There's definitely,
Thank you. All right.
They kept watching to see if they were going to get on camera or not.
Yeah, I don't want to put them on camera.
No, I didn't want to do that.
Without their consent.
Without their consent. So I purposely made sure not to feature them. Dave, the window! Getting full of snow.
I got yours, not mine.
But absolutely, there's lots of opportunities going outside, and especially with technology now, there's just so much opportunities with going outside your area if that's something you're looking for. The important thing is, jot these down, is to have an investor-focused accountant, investor-focused lawyer, investor-focused realtor, investor-focused...
Mel, show them where I used to work.
Oh, Dave, right here. Dave used to work at the fire station. So quite often that's where he used to spend his weekends. Not anymore. Now you're stuck with me. Now we get to spend the weekends.
Now I get to spend 20 minutes in a Starbucks lineup.
Yes, actually, we've been live for 22 minutes, so you're bang on. Yeah. 20 minutes in a Starbucks.
To get a coffee.
Yes.
And now we're going into a store and we're going to have our masks on and we can't even bring it in. So
by the time we get out,
it's going to be cold and we're not going to drink it.
Yes.
But you know what?
We're not going to be here for very long.
It gave us an opportunity to be live.
Yes. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. We're going to wrap it up here because we're just about to park. So have an amazing rest of your day. Thanks for joining us live as well. If you are new, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell. I forgot to say that earlier. And we'll be doing it again soon. So have a happy Saturday. Bye for now, everyone.
Bye for now.